Hello and welcome to my channel, The Crochet Doctor. My name's Amy and I'm a doctor who crochets. Welcome to my second studio vlog. This vlog is going to have a little bit of crochet, a little bit of sorting, a little bit of decorating the yarn room, a little bit of everything. Firstly, let me show you what it was like this morning. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand. There's a lot going on. We're renovating a lot of the house. We currently have no kitchen and my priorities have been elsewhere. So the yarn room turned into a little bit of a bomb site. We have yarn everywhere, yarn all over the floor, over the counter. However, today I'm going to spruce this up. So this is the current state of the yarn room. Yeah, I think we've got a problem though. There's stuffed everywhere. Yarn's still looking pretty, but there's a lot of sloppy bits, things hanging down, things shoved in corners, just yarn all over the floor. It's a clean floor, but it's yarnified. Stuff in bags, more yarn from the yarn haul, and empty boxes. Not quite empty boxes, but fairly empty boxes everywhere. So we need to sort this. I'd love to do that finger clicking thing where you go, and it's beautiful. Isn't it stunning? The stitch pattern is really simple, but sometimes it's hard to do simple well. And I absolutely adore this. It sits beautifully over your shoulder, doesn't catch your elbow, and will contain a heck of a lot of stuff. I used Lily Sugar and Cream, which is a mercerized cotton. So it's nice and stiff and sturdy and shouldn't drape too much over time. And it's quite a big bag. I estimated it would take me about 3 skeins of yarn to do this. I had my 3 skeins all in the correct colour lot, all matching, and it took me to about here. Or part, no I didn't, no actually, it took me to, see I can't even see, I think it took me to about halfway up one strap. And then I had to have a look in my stash, and I had 2 more balls of this colour, but they're not the same colour lot. But it's very, very close. So I use this. Can you tell which strap is the odd skein out? I can't. And I'm sitting right next to it. Genuinely can't tell which one it is. So for me, this bag used 3 full skeins of Lily Sugar and Cream, plus maybe half another skein, which is probably about 7 ounces worth of yarn, because these are the smaller ones. I'll link her video tutorial down below because it's brilliant. And I loved it so much that I started another one. Crown Jewels Ombre in Burnout Handicrafter. I really struggle with variegated yarns in bags. In the past, when I've done bags in variegated colours and changed skeins halfway through, the appearance has changed and you can definitely see where you've changed the skein of yarn, and I really, really hate that. I'm using this because there's enough of it to do a whole bag without having to cut off. And I've got a couple of cones I can use, otherwise I'm going to use solid colours. But this might be one of my new staples. It's lovely and it's so easy to do. The only problem is there's a lot of yarn that goes into it. So from a financial perspective, not the best investment. I am going to experiment with some other yarns, but this one works perfectly. So I'm going to fold that up, and we are going to take some pictures of it for Etsy. In fact, as you're watching this video now, this will be on my Etsy page. Hopefully that can go to a new home. Today I'd like to get a good amount of this done, but something else is staring at me. I've showed this in my yarn haul video, and it's a spongy dish yarn, and I want to make some dishcloths. I've been looking up lots of different dishcloth patterns, and most of them are with cotton yarn. They're not with this sort of spongy kind of yarn, and I don't know if they're going to work or not. I also don't know if I've got enough yarn to do a dishcloth in those patterns. I think I'm going to start with just a simple half double crochet slip stitch, maybe in the back loop. See what that looks like. Maybe it'll give it a bit of texture. That's what we're going to start with. Some of this and a bit of this. It's kind of stretchy. Let's do a half double crochet rather than a half double slip. Somehow I've got a knot already. I've done my first row of half double crochets. There's a little bit of more of a gap than I wanted, but actually it's got really nice texture to it. It's got a lovely little pattern. I think I'm going to turn my work, crochet into what will then be the back loop, and see if it gives it a bit of a ridging effect as well. Meet me back when I've done the second row. We'll see. 2 rows. It's getting a little bit of ridging because I'm going into the back loop. It's still got a nice bit of stretch to it, and it's spongy. I love it. I have no idea how big it's going to be with this yarn. I'd like square dishcloths if I can do that, but square is never easy in crochet unless you're granny squaring it. I'm probably just going to go until I run out of yarn, and then we'll see what it looks like. We have a little and large. I actually really like that. I think they could be good for different uses. They slot together nicely, and there's a little bit left over that I could tie them together in a bow, and they could be sold as a little set. What do you think? Do you think I could sell these? They're sparkly and they're really pretty, and they're functional, reusable. I really like them. Next, the only thing I have to do is test them. I want to put them in water and see what happens to them. Should we do that now? Please excuse the state of my sink. It's cleaning day. I'm going to do the little one first. Really takes up a lot of water actually. So it's now really dense because it's got a little water in it, but actually it soaks it up really nicely. I really like it. I'm looking forward to using these. There were so many other colours as well. I'm so tempted to make some to sell. Let me know, what do you think? Would you buy a lovely little set of dishcloths, or would you sell a lovely set of dishcloths? I've got 3 more balls of this to turn into scrubbies. I'm going to do a little and large in every colour, and then might carry on with this project. I have completed a little black set, and I've used a little bit of the leftover yarn to tie it together in a little bow, and I actually think it's quite cute. The other half loves them and has decided to put them on the stall. We might also put them on Etsy, we'll see. I may have accidentally, deliberately on purpose, bought some more yarn. It should be here tomorrow. I bought all of the other colours that come in multi-packs. We'll see how they do and go from there. Little cutesy dish set. I love it. I think they're cute. Right, let's put those to one side for now. My hands started hurting. I think I could probably only do 2 skeins of that yarn a day. My wrists are seizing up. However, one thing I do have to do is get out an Etsy order for a Froggy Friend kit. I'm gonna package this up and get this out to the post office today. I'm still getting used to this process. I like to print my own labels. It just saves time at the post office. One day I will get a label printer. That's the goal. Thank you, Emma, for your Froggy Friend crochet kit. I hope you enjoy it. Hello, little update for you. It is now Tuesday. It's been 2 days since I last filmed. Sounds like a confession, doesn't it? I've got tonsillitis, which has been great fun. I still have been crocheting. Let's update you. I finished the other 2 skeins of yarn in the like spongy scrubby stuff. For some reason, I've made the smaller one in the dark blue a little bit, 1 row smaller. I guess I just wasn't counting properly. But we're going to pair all of these up, and instead of keeping these ones for ourselves, we're going to try and sell them. And the one that we got wet has dried beautifully and stayed exactly the same pretty much. It works really well. And then I finished this bag here. This is the Granny Tote bag by Passionate Kelsie, her video tutorial. I am obsessed with this bag. I don't usually do many bags, but this one I love, and I can't wait to make it in yet another colour. I have 2 of those so far. Still need to take pictures to put them on Etsy. I've then made a couple of purple penguins because I had scrap yarn downstairs and that's the colour I had. I had a yellow penguin, a purple axolotl, and then I made a couple of yellow face budgies and 4 pocket frogs. This was just the scrap yarn that I had downstairs. I was so lazy I could not be bothered to go and get some more. However, do you ever find that when you're ill, you're scrolling on your phone and you just happen to end up on Amazon and spending money? Yeah. When those dishcloths turned out really, really cute, I may have ordered some more yarn. I know we've only just done an unboxing, but let's do another one. I basically bought every colour palette they had in a mixed colour, so I didn't end up with too much of the same. And I'm not going to get all of this out. But this is a red, a pale pink, bright pink, and a peachy kind of colour. An emerald green, a minty green, regular green, and a lime. I really like the lime. Amazon came up with some suggestions based on my previous purchases. And I was also looking for some more cones to make some more of those bags. I came across a yarn I've not used before. It's 100% recycled. I really like the fact that it's recycled. So, making the planet a better place, and it's called Re-Up Recycled Cotton Polyester Blend. They only gave me 1 colour option, which is the kind of colour I was looking for anyway. But it's Lion brand. It's 14 ounces and 95 meters, 70% recycled cotton, 30% recycled polyester. You can wash it, you can tumble dry it. It's a full weight and recommends a 5.5mm hook. I'll be using a 5 with it, I think. Could be interesting, but this is what I want to make the next bag in and see what that looks like. I just think it'd make a really pretty bag. And fully recycled, eco-friendly. I love that. Last box, I promise. This is more spongy yarn. We've got the bright yellow, bright orange, pale orange, and white. Dark brown, dark orange, some form of dark peach, and then a lighter pinky peachy colour. And this yarn, I've also not tried before, was also on one of the suggestions, and I think I've already made an error. Glad I only ordered 1 of these. It's tiny. This is Golo. It's a cotton yarn, 250 grams. It's really thin. Definitely much thinner than what I usually work with. Could still make a good bag though. It might just be a bit smaller. I think it was £10 something for the cone. I'd be very tempted to try it. I might use a slightly smaller hook. I really like the colour. In England, you can't get as many colours of Lily Sugar and Cream as you can in the US, and that's what I like. I thought I'd try something different. It's definitely not as thick. My plan is to try it, and I will let you know what I think. If you don't try new things, you'll never find the new gems. Trying new yarns. I want to make a bag in each of these. A bag in the recycled and a bag in the really thin stuff. Might start those tonight. We've been out, we've run some errands. I still feel awful with tonsillitis. It's going really well. But I started a new bag, not much done, with this recycled yarn, but it's really pretty. And I think it's working up lovely. It feels lovely. It's got a nice drape to it. It's strong enough for the bag. I really, really like this. It's just a shame it doesn't come in more colours. I think it comes in a dark colour, but that's out of stock. And that's it. That's where we are. I will probably see you tomorrow. It is Wednesday and pleased to report, finished my third one of these bags. I'm so obsessed. And this is with that recycled yarn, which is part cotton, part polyester. It's a bit more flimsy than the other bags, but stunning. I love the colour. I love that you can see the stitch definition much better. It's a lovely size. And we still have some left on the cone. Not sure exactly how much this used, but there's definitely not enough here for another bag. I have managed to find this yarn in other colours, but I would have to pay an extortionate amount of money in shipping to get it here. It's in America. It's where all the good things are. We'll find something to use this for. This needs to be folded and photos taken. The last new yarn I want to try in this video is this one. I was thinking I'll start a bag and see what it's like. I think I'm gonna have to double strand it, but then if I double strand it, I don't know if I'll have enough. It's a bit of a dilemma. What if I size down my hook? Then is it going to be a problem with the hole? I like the hole size. Should we make it with a size 5 and just see what it looks like? It's an experiment. My son has just woken up, so I'm going to go get him and then I'm going to start working on this. Since filming, I've actually decided to try and pair this with some white lily sugar and cream, and I'm going to go up a hook size, try and make the bag a bit bigger and see how this looks. After doing the chain and starting it, this is the wrong size hook. I think I'm either going to have to go up to a 6.5 or go back to the original plan and downsize my hook with the original yarn. Using both of these is going to increase the cost price of the bag, which is not what I want. Do I just see what it's like? Because I'm always going to wonder. I'll surprise you by making up my mind in a minute. Here it is. It's incredibly intricate. It's beautiful, but it's very delicate. Much more delicate than the other bags. Used a fair amount of the cone, still quite a lot left. It's a lovely yarn. I think the yarn is probably more suited for things like bandanas. I don't think I'll make another bag in this yarn. It is a pretty one, but it's going to be a one-off. And just to compare to one I have here, you look at the size difference, like you can tell it's a smaller yarn. I've been putting things in it though, and it's fine, and you can stretch a little bit. It doesn't go all the way. Actually, it's a very functional bag. It's just a bit smaller and a bit thinner and a bit more delicate, I think. It'd be much easier to catch the yarn on this on something, which is not ideal for a bag, but I think someone might like this. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I know I said that was going to be the last yarn I try in this video, but I haven't tried new yarns in ages. And we went shopping and we weren't looking specifically for yarn. We just happened to go into the yarn section, as you do. And I picked this up. We were in the range. This is Devante yarn. And I've always wanted to buy this colour. I've never really had a reason to. So I may have treated myself to 4 skeins, same colour lot. This should be enough to make another one. Last yarn I'm trying, promise. It's Friday, happy Friday. I started this morning. Look at that. It is hands down my favourite so far. This yarn is beautiful. It's from the range. It was £3 or $2.99. It's psychedelic ombre cotton yarn, 100% cotton. Doesn't say if it's mercerised or not, but it is lovely. This is my second ball of yarn. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the top, so it may use slightly less than the others. We'll see. Whilst I was doing that, I got an order. Catriona has ordered a Positive Pigeon crochet kit, and a Froggy Friend refill kit. I was just going to pack those up and I needed to go to the post office anyway, so it's very convenient. Ready to ship. Thank you very much, Catriona. I am a small little business and I'm making a few sales on Etsy and I love it. I think it's great. Every time a little order comes in, I want to buy some things to make it a little bit more personalised. I want to do thank you cards and a few other bits. Just haven't quite gotten round to that part yet. We will get there. At some point I want to do a website. I want my wife to have just a Crochet Doctor brick and stitch website, because I think the traffic to Etsy is from this channel anyway, which is lovely. Watch this space. Anyway, until then, I've got to get that to the post office and carry on with this bad boy. Hello, it's been a minute since I filmed for this video. I find studio vlogs really hard just to keep up with because my day-to-day life is so chaotic. But I believe the last time I saw you, I had started this bag. It has been finished for a little while now. It is beautiful. It fits lovely. I love it. I think it's great. And I really like the colorway, and this only used 2 and a bit balls of yarn. So it is cheaper to produce than the other ones, which I found very interesting. We have a market coming up this weekend and I'm planning on taking all of these with me, see if they sell. If they don't, then we'll put them on Etsy or maybe take them to another market. I haven't decided, but I'd like to take some photos today. We're going out to the sunflower fields, pick your own sunflowers. And I do think a couple of photos in the sunflower fields would be great. Now, my outfit calls for a blue one. I don't have a blue one. I think I'm going to take photos with this colour and with this colour. I think the variegated ones are just a bit too patterny to match. Doing them in 5 different yarns has been such an interesting experience. They've all turned out differently, different feels to them, different sizes, all from the same pattern, exactly the same. I've loved doing this. It's been so much fun and all I want to do is make more. It's been great, but we have to do other things. We've got lots of priorities. Last night I packed 2 more orders. They're coming in thick and fast. It's great. This one is a positive pigeon kit for Caroline, and this is 3 refill kits for Janet. She ordered a positive pigeon refill kit, a black classic penguin, and a froggy friend, all of which can be found on my Etsy page. I've got to take those today. Taking the bags. We're going to have to look at tying up this vlog, but I haven't gotten round to half the things I wanted to. We didn't get to everything I wanted to in this video, but we did try out lots of new yarns, a new pattern, got some product made, and I think that's been a pretty good video. I have other news. We have figured out the worldwide shipping. We are now shipping to the US, Canada, Australia, and Europe. It was a lot of maths and a lot of complications, and I think a lot of lacking self-belief. The shipping costs to me are extortionate, and I'm really sorry. That's all I can say. And not to mention the US tariffs. That's insane. But I put it up there, and if no one buys things, then no one buys things. But the bags that you saw in this video should be on Etsy now. I did it. That's another step in the business. We've got the insurance edited for the shipping. It's the next step made. Quite excited, and pat on the back for actually doing it. Next thing I need to do is the patterns. We'll get there. I have also made all of my crochet kits available as well. So let's see how this goes. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you want to see more content from myself, whether that be studio vlogs, challenges, or market videos. We do them all here. And until next time, I'm going to say bye, guys.